what if episode 2 tells the story. What if T'Challa ended up getting kidnapped by the Ravagers instead of the real Star-Lord, Peter Quill, everybody. And this episode carried with it an extra amount of sentiment and emotion, because this is sadly the last time Chadwick Boseman will have the opportunity to voice T'Challa. In fact, episode 2 is in fact dedicated to him. So basically the story goes that Yondu, the original leader of the Ravagers, was sent to capture the offspring of the unstable being known as Ego. Only instead, his incompetent crew members accidentally ended up picking up young T'Challa from a young Wakanda back in 1988, just as T'Challa's father, Baba, as he's referred to in this episode, was just trying to warn T'Challa that instead of trying to be an explorer, he should focus on his duties as the future king and protector of Wakanda. But it's through T'Challa accidentally being picked up by Yondu and the rest of the Ravagers that T'Challa is actually able to reform them into kind of being the intergalactic version of Robin Hood. In fact, when T'Challa and the Ravagers are capturing this one thing, this one other member of the new Ravagers actually ends up going crazy over the fact that he's finally battling Star-Lord over something that's being trying to be taken away by the new Ravagers. And Star-Lord calls out to Yondu by saying, "I may be surrounded, but a Ravager never flies solo." And then eventually, Yondu and T'Challa end up coming across Thanos, who is now kind of reformed, but still believes his original plan of trying to genocide half the universe does still have some legitimacy. Although throughout this episode, Thanos and his adopted daughter Nebula truly do have some great relationships. I mean dialogue, and it's through T'Challa's ability to actually communicate and lead the new Ravagers that countless planets are saved, but the Skrulls are not able to invade any planet. Drax, the Destroyer, never loses his wife or daughter. In fact, he insists on taking a picture with T'Challa because he's so grateful for Star-Lord being able to help Drax's planet fight off the invasion that took his family away from him. But the general conflict of the story is Nebula actually ends up owing the collector an inconceivable debt. So Nebula convinces T'Challa to sort of act as though the Ravagers betrayed him, which in a way that they kind of did, because Yondu never actually told T'Challa that his father and the rest of Wakanda have been looking for him ever since he disappeared those 20 long years ago. In fact, Yondu tells T'Challa that Wakanda was destroyed a long time ago, and Yondu also says that he chose to keep T'Challa away from Wakanda because Yondu sees himself in Star-Lord. And T'Challa, the Ravagers, and Nebula and Thanos also end up getting something back from the collector known as the Embers of Genesis. And the Embers of Genesis can literally make anything grow, even if it's from something that's dead or has been mutated from its natural state in any way. So after the collector imprisons T'Challa in his cage, and he gets a little help from nobody other than Howard the Duck, T'Challa is able to trap the collector in his own cage and free the rest of the collector's collection. And that's the end of the collector. And even though Yondu says, and Star-Lord says, hey, our last chance to beat this guy is the old sticky fingers trick, and because you're the one that lied to me, Yondu, you're the one that's playing the glue. So using rockets and his old trusty Wakanda necklace that T'Challa's kept with him all this time. That's how they're able to defeat the collector. And T'Challa does finally return home to Wakanda, much to the comfort of his father. But the problem is, because T'Challa became Star-Lord, that means that there was never anyone out there to contain Ego, and the episode ends with Peter coming into contact with his dad Ego at his job mopping at a Dairy Queen, no less. So yeah, guys, this episode was very good.